Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today, got my bigger weekly video for you guys today. You know, every Saturday I do a larger video that takes arguably a little more thought process than the usual stuff. I've been filming my, I guess, timeline throughout the week with those versus matches, and whenever some Xenoverse news comes along, I'll report on it. Granted, more recently there's been a little bit of Xenoverse news, but I was busy so I couldn't report on it. So I'll leave a link to Thundershot69's video. He reported on it, so you can check that out if you want to hear about that. But anyways, today's video, I'm recording this prior to any footage, I guess. If I'm putting footage in, it might just be a collection of pictures, because if you know from the title, we're talking about live-action Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z movies, and do we really need them? Honestly, guys, do we? Think about it. I'm gonna be discussing that, and I really, you know, when I was younger, always wanted to see it. Whenever like there would be like little fake pictures of a live-action Dragon Ball product at all, you know, movie or series, I guess. I don't remember any live-action series being teased, but that's probably for the best that didn't happen. But I remember when Dragon Ball Evolution first got announced, there wasn't a lot on it to look at. And I was really excited for it. I was young and a little stupid. And I think everyone was excited when they were kids to see live-action Dragon Ball. Now, the problem is, the final product we got with that movie was a utter pile of crap. And I don't think anyone can disagree with that. I'll leave a link to Quaman's video where he discusses that movie in a couple of minutes. It's pretty entertaining to watch. I myself will do a video eventually on that. There will be, I can assure you, there will be some extreme language in that video. I don't think I'd be able to be very professional talking about that movie. But yeah, again, that's another day for that topic. I will touch upon it a little bit in this video, of course, because you can't really talk of live-action Dragon Ball without discussing that abomination. Now, there's a bus going by. I hope you guys couldn't hear that outside. I don't think you would, but you know, just in case, I guess. Yeah, but there's a lot of traffic on the street. I'm sorry, guys, there's a lot of traffic. I hope that doesn't come up in the mic. I don't think it doesn't appear to. The sound waves are picking it up. I'm rambling again, of course, as I always do, guys. But what I was talking about, Dragon Ball live action, there's been a bunch of fan-made projects, of course. Like recently, the reason I really wanted to do this video, I thought of doing this, is I was recently reminded of, because a while back around May, June-ish, there was a trailer for a fan-made Dragon Ball live action, or Dragon Ball Z live action film, short film, whatever you want to call it, based upon Majin Vegeta. And there's been some people that report on that and whatever. I didn't do a video because my channel wasn't even a thing back then. But I mean, it looked alright. It looked alright. It looked a little bit goofy, but you know, the guy playing Vegeta had the muscle tone and stuff. His voice acting was a little bit weird, and the hair looked kind of funny. And you know, it's a little, but there is no budget, actually. I don't think, if I'm correct. There is no budget on that, so they don't really have a large financial, I guess, pot of money to, you know, get a handful of cash and just throw it at this project. They don't at all. It's all done by them for free. I mean, they're wasting their time doing it. Not necessarily wasting, because it could turn out to be, you know, a great thing, or not. It's just a little trailer, so we don't really know. I'll probably have some images up on the screen of that. Not sure yet, of course, because like I said, recording this prior to anything. But the thing is, any Dragon Ball thing that I've seen live action hasn't looked very good. Not on a entertainment standpoint, but on a visual standpoint, you guys. And that's a big thing about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, is you need to look visually appealing. I can't remember who said it, but someone said that Michael Bay should get the rights to a Dragon Ball movie. And you know, guys, if there was a live-action movie to be Dragon Ball, because we all, as many of us know, 21st century or 20th century Fox, whatever you want to call them, own the rights to Dragon Ball movies in the US. But they don't seem to be abusing it aside from the whole Dragon Ball Evolution crap, they don't seem to be abusing it too much, because they did allow Battle Gods to be, pushed into the U.S. A lot sooner than many of us were thinking. But they let it into the U.S. into theaters, which was fantastic. I went and saw that. I'm sure many of you did. But if Michael Bay got a hold of the rights, now I'm not saying it's going to be amazing. All I know is it would be visually impressive, because if you've seen Transformers or any of his films, they're always good on the action, but awful on the substance and the story. But the action and the visual appeal is always very excellent. I will give him that. So the question is, do we really want a good story in a Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z movie? Do we need a good story? Because we already know the story of the series. So, I mean, if they screw that up a little bit, whatever. I think what we need if we're going to watch a Dragon Ball movie in live action is we need it to be visually impressive, and I think we'll all be happy. If you want story, go watch the anime or read the manga. But if you want to see some nice action in live action, then Michael Bay or one of those big directors is someone that you want to get their hands in the product. That's if you even want a live action movie in general. And I gotta say, I don't really want one. Now, I don't think Dragon Ball can really work in live action. A lot of people will argue that it could. I've seen an argument that the movie should start during the Saiyan Saga. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. It should start during the Saiyan Saga, and then there should be a Frieza Saga sequel. I think that's not a good idea at all, guys, because can you really imagine a Super Saiyan, and then like the Frieza Saga, of course, looking like amazing in live action? Have you ever seen it in any fan-made stuff? Granted, if it was big budget, excuse me, big budget like a Michael Bay film would be, or a lower budget film like Dragon Ball Evolution. That movie was supposed to have a much bigger budget, but I think the whole budget was cut in half, and it was a very terrible looking movie. It didn't have any good effects or anything. It was awful. I can tell this video is going to be a long one, guys. 7.5 minutes already. Wow. Alright. Bear with me, guys. I know many of you probably can. But if we're starting it in the Saiyan Saga, I don't think Dragon Ball Z in general could work possibly in live action, because it needs to be an anime, guys. Anime, and you can experience it in the games and the manga. I don't think anything outside of animated products can be done in live action. Maybe if there was a CG, movie that could work, like a 3D CG movie, that could possibly work, and I wouldn't mind watching that. But live action, I don't think it's going to work with Dragon Ball Z at all. That's my personal opinion, guys. Obviously, as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But Dragon Ball itself could possibly work, but I've heard arguments that say it could work if they tweaked the story and characters into their own way. But if you think about that, that's exactly what they did with Dragon Ball Evolution. They tweaked a lot of stuff, guys, and they tried to make it their own thing. And guess what? You saw that movie. I bet almost every one of you that's watching this did. And I'm sorry for that. But that was an awful movie, even if you don't want to classify it as a Dragon Ball movie. As a movie, as an entertainment product on its own, it is just a load of crap. But like I said, that's a video for another day, guys. Also, to add upon what I've been talking about, what people have been saying to, have in this Dragon Ball Z live action movie that they want to see. They've been saying that no giant monkey transformation, otherwise known as Great Ape, or the Ozaru, but they claimed it was giant monkey. So I mean, the person that said this obviously didn't know anything about Dragon Ball if they're calling it giant monkey. Energy attacks work in extremely predictable ways. I guess that's okay. I mean, yeah, make them look like the anime. That's fine. That one right there is fine. Less powerful enemies to combat and stuff, and it's harder to find the Dragon Balls. That's what they said. I'm reading this right off the page, guys. I may leave the link to the page in the description if you guys want to really check it out. But I'm basing some of this off of this page I'm looking at. But I discovered this when I was, you know, looking around for some things to talk about before I started making this video. But they also, okay, so it's just so I don't forget what I was saying. Less powerful enemies, guys, really? Like, do we really want to see two little girls fighting each other in a movie? Less powerful enemies would be like Dragon Ball Evolution again. We don't want to see that. We want to see mountains getting taken down, guys. We want to see some gigantic explosions. And harder to find the Dragon Balls is what they said. We don't honestly, if it's going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hour movie, guys, do we really need them to find the Dragon Balls? We don't really need them to find them. That's not the whole point of the movie at all. Also, they mentioned no talking animals or anthropomorphic animals, but they just said no talking animals. I guess that's fine. And no destroying the planet with one attack or the moon. Like I said, guys, we need to see big attacks if we're doing Dragon Ball Z. That's what this article's talking about, Dragon Ball Z, so, you know. The things that they said not to include in the movie just wouldn't make it a Dragon Ball film at all. It wouldn't make it Dragon Ball. It would be too different, and it would be similar to Dragon Ball Evolution. It sounds like this person absolutely loves it, even though they claim that it's a terrible movie in the article. But there's a lot of factors, guys. I don't honestly think that Dragon Ball has a chance to not look, unless it's given to like maybe Michael Bay, and it's got to be very. He has to be like a big fan of the series, which I don't even know if he is. I've never heard him say it. But if he's a big fan, he can probably do something good with it. But obviously, there's no talk of even giving him the film. So this is all just a what if thing. There's no information on this whatsoever. There's not even speculation. It's all, you know, me coming up with this or whatever. But I really don't think that Dragon Ball can look anything but kind of silly in live action, because everything I've seen fan-made, Dragon Ball Evolutions, all looked silly. Granted, that was low-budget films, but it just all looked kind of goofy, and I don't think Dragon Ball should go anywhere besides the animes. Not at all. I don't think it can work. Story-wise, I guess there's not too much you can screw up if you just follow the story. But like I said, guys, visually, if it's not visually impressive, are you really going to want to see it? I mean, of course, a movie doesn't have to be visually impressive to be a good film. But if it's Dragon Ball, then it needs to be visually impressive, guys. Because what do we want to see when we see Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z? We want to see awesome action, great choreographed fight scenes, nice camera angles, and big attacks. Nice explosions and destruction. I know this is getting like a kind of redundant of me just kind of saying the same thing over and over, guys, but it really is the bottom line. It needs to be a visually impressive film, and it doesn't need to look completely goofy like it always has in every single, you know, fan-made product, and of course Dragon Ball Evolution. But yeah, I guess, guys, that's really been it for today. My whole rambling for this week, I guess. Let me know what you guys want to see for a Dragon Ball movie. Give a nice description of what you want in a live-action DBZ movie. If you even want to see it in live action, definitely let me know in the comments, you guys. Also, I haven't done a top 10 in a long time. I think I've only done one top 10 video. So, guys, comment some ideas for some top 10s. Obviously, it's not hard to think of them, so I could do it myself. But I want to see what you guys want to see from a top 10 video, because I want to do more of those, as well as theory videos, so you guys can comment those in the description below. Or not description, comment section. Kind of early today, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this entire 14+ minute video of me just rambling on about this whole topic. Like I said, Dragon Ball Evolution is definitely a video for another day, so you guys can expect that in the somewhat near future. Not too soon, but in the future, definitely. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new around here and you stuck around for this whole video, you know, check my channel out. Subscribe if you haven't, of course. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And I'll catch you guys later.